Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from skiessentials.com. Welcome to our 2023 ski test. Today we're going to talk about the Atomic Redster Q9.8. The Redster Q line is all new for 2023, so this is a brand new ski in front of us. This is kind of the flagship model in that new Redster Q line. It's also the widest ski in that Redster Q line. So basically what we've got going here is it's sort of one of those situations where we're getting kind of trickle down design and technology from race skis into skis that aren't necessarily designed to be taken into a race course, but have very high level carving properties and characteristics. So great ski for somebody who really values carving performance. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. Before we get into that, let's talk about construction and shape. This uses Atomic's power wood core. It's something that they use on a lot of their skis. We get traditional Titanal laminates in this ski. And then we also get the RevoShock system. So this is kind of really representative of kind of what I was referring to as like trickle down technology from race skis. You see RevoShock on Michaela Schifrin skis. You see it winning World Cups and Olympic medals all over the place. So pretty cool to see it kind of used in this more consumer-oriented ski, so to speak. And basically what the RevoShock system does is it kind of builds on what the metal laminates are doing, and by that I mean vibration damping. So pretty interesting what's going on in here. I won't get too into the details of how RevoShock works, but it does a great job at further reducing vibrations, which means you get a smoother, more consistent contact with the snow that thus results in more control and stuff like that. You look at stuff like this and it might look kind of gimmicky, but truthfully, it does work quite well. Take a quick look at shape. As you'd probably expect in a ski like this, we're really looking at a full cambered ski. As far as I would say, I can't just discern any noticeable rocker in this ski. Maybe like a little bit of early rise up there in the tip, but really we've just got a full cambered ski. This Redster Q9.8, this is the longest length, 181. This length comes in with an 85 millimeter waist width, and that brings with it a 15.2 meter turn radius. So certainly not like slalom short, but shorter than a GS radius turn 2. So I personally had a blast on this ski. I got to ski this thing a bunch throughout the season. We had a lot of people on it in our ski test, and pretty much everyone was impressed. It really does just feel like a wide carving ski. Loves to be on edge, loves to generate high edge angles. There's plenty of power in this ski. It's certainly not a noodle by any means, and really you'd be kind of hard pressed to find much differences in the flex pattern if you took this and flexed it and compared it directly to like the Redster giant slalom race ski. So pretty darn impressive performance. Kind of that wider waist width does really help if you happen to encounter some softer snow, maybe some variable conditions. The snow can change quite a bit just throughout a single day on the hill. So maybe you've got really nice, perfect grimmers in the morning, but then things kind of get tracked up and a little bit choppy by the afternoon. Just having the extra waist width allows you to continue to carve throughout the day without worrying about booting out or getting kind of sketchy and catchy and unstable. So I really like that about it. I will say that I did 1 week of our local race league on this ski, and that's pretty much where you can draw the line. It doesn't feel like a race ski. I think a lot of that is coming from the waist width, but it doesn't hook up and go like a true GS ski when you put it on like boilerplate conditions. That doesn't really matter, because when we're just out carving, you're not going to encounter any like super saturated, like purposefully icy slopes, like you would see in a World Cup giant slalom course or something like that. We're going to have packed powder. we're going to have a mix of conditions, but the fact that it doesn't hold as well on that true boilerplate to me isn't a big concern, but I suppose something that's worth sharing as well. So that's it. That's the Redster Q9.8. Great new ski from Atomic. The whole Redster Q line's pretty darn cool. Let us know if you have any questions about it as usual, and we'll see you out there on the slopes.